Hello everybody, welcome to Entrepreneur Professional of the Month show at Womenlines. I'm so excited to introduce our guest for today, a global authority of leadership who is a writer, a speaker, a guide and a moderator too, founder of Women International Networking, which is known for its flagship event WIN conference throughout the world. In its 22 years, it is the most established leadership forum preparing participants for their bright future. Welcome, Kristin Engvig, to Womenlines.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Please share about yourself and as a person, as a professional too.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, thank you first of all for inviting me here and to being part of this show with you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, that's a great honor. So I am coming all the way from Norway. So in the north of Europe, I grew up in snow in the winter and midnight sun in the summer basically. And I started to travel and I've been traveling a lot all the way since my university time. I've been spending some time in India also, particularly I lived in Japan for a while.
Wow.
And I've run also women's events in Japan 9 years in a row, and the same in India. I've been spending quite a lot of time doing events for women there too.
Okay.
And in Australia, I have spent a year as an exchange student many years ago. But what I discovered after university, I started to work in big banking, and I realized that was really interesting.
Okay. How many years in
I
the
was
banking?
in banking in 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was really interesting, and I also thought there was as if something was missing.
That time you realized that that's something very good.
Yes, and I couldn't pinpoint it immediately at the second because it was as if it wasn't doing the job well or not doing the job well, but it was something in the context.
Something in a call.
Yes.
Something was happening here. That's
Yeah,
not
something
good.
happening there, but also something happening around.
Okay.
So I started to research that, and I also changed job and started working as a consultant, and I traveled a lot around the world. And at a certain point I realized that not all women on the planet have freedom to choose
Very
what they
true.
want to do.
Very true,
Not
I
even
agree.
all men have that freedom.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe we need to do something about that. So back some 22 years ago now.
22 years. My
And I think I got an idea. I was
Wow.
sitting in Russia somewhere,
Okay.
in a hotel, and I thought, it would have been a lot better if I knew somebody here, and if I had a network and someone I can contact. And I also realized that as a Norwegian woman, I had the chance to travel a lot, and I could be where I was there because I had chosen to.
Okay.
So I got this realization that I had choice.
Power of choice.
Power
I
of
always
choice.
love it.
Yes, power of choice. And everybody has that in some way.
Yes, I agree.
Just and of course, if you are really in terrible poverty, it's more difficult than others.
yeah.
But there's something to do. So I realized, why don't we get some people together, and by gathering people, we can find more of our strength, but also we can discuss the big topics of the world and become part of creating the future the way we want with a more of a feminine vision.
Okay.
And then I got my reference also from the bank. I thought, we can do these jobs, but if everything in the workplace is organized according to how men designed it, maybe that's the missing piece. So what can we do if we did the workplace also in a way that how we designed it as women, or more and more in balance? So that's why I started to think about, okay, how can we create a world and give more people, particularly women, freedom to choose? What if we can create workplaces that have cultures that are more balanced between the feminine and masculine? Or what about me in this piece? How can we make sure we go on our journeys of awareness and to bring the change that's requested in the world along by working on ourselves on the inside and on the outside and together?
Fantastic. It's a beautiful thought, I would say. So this is the story behind when your thought process happened, and then you met people and you started it 22 years back. So what have you achieved till now, and what's your future goal through WIN?
So I started WIN, and I thought one of the fastest way to bring about change in that way of creating, particularly the change that requests a certain awareness, changing thinking, even behavior, was to bring people from a different countries and different backgrounds together.
Okay.
Because I saw that if we were united by a common vision,
Correct.
in the common goal, even if different backgrounds, in a certain context, we can accelerate the change. So that's why I created a WIN conference, which is now shaped around themes such as the world, work, and you.
Word, work, and you.
Yeah, the world, work,
Nice.
and you. And then I, as people came from all around the world that I managed to gather, I also realized not everybody could travel, and I was also interested in learning more about the world. So we started to do these events in a smaller scale in India and Japan. I done work in the Middle East as well, and now here in Singapore. Hopefully we can do
It's
something.
next year, right?
Yeah, next year.
Wow, next year we're having in Singapore, so be alert about that.
Yeah. So this is something we have done up to now. Like 20,000 women have been part of these events that have been
20,000.
primarily live events. So we met physically and online. There is some events going on, but it's mostly in the online.
So it's a one-day conference?
This is a 3-day.
3 days
event, yeah.
conference. 3 days.
It's a little bit like a program because
Okay.
it also has workshops. It's a combination, let's say, between what you typically call a conference where you're listening to people and the interactive sessions of learning new skills and exchanging notes, exchanging ideas together.
So whole day workshops, networking, and
Yes.
learning from the experts.
Yes,
That's a
and
beautiful
becoming a
idea.
leader yourself, whether it's about your own life or countries or big companies. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So this year it's happening in October in Athens. So what's something new is happening there? You want to share something about it?
Yeah. What is so exciting? This year we're doing the global event. It's going to happen in Athens, in Greece.
Okay.
And we have chosen Greece, and particularly Athens, because it's the birthplace of the Western civilization. Okay?
Yes.
But we believe that now there is a time to start a new beginning with some new thinking and new ways of being behind all of that, and creating that in particularly this more balanced way between the feminine and masculine, and within us as well as outside, how we organize the world for ourselves. And we will have lots of interactive sessions, and particularly the way we will do it is a very much a focus on, okay, what if we really could dream up and make our dreams come true?
Beautiful.
What would that look like? Yeah.
Fantastic. So, yeah, my last question will be any secret tip you want to share about your success? Some secret tip with my viewers. Yeah, it would be great.
I think one of the thing I've done, I'm in it for the long term, and I think that's the thing. Don't just fly from one thing to another. Stick to what you're doing. Sometimes it's difficult because it's fun to create something new, and we can create new things within the limit of what we are doing too. Of course, you have to renew yourself, maybe be more use the technology and so on. But if you're focusing on things that have certain eternal values that are here to stay, that you need also to
I
fight
believe
for.
in those values.
And believe in it.
Yes.
So I think the secret tip is to believe in yourself, and when you hear critique that we all have sometimes, don't listen so hard. And I think particularly for women listener, we are now, like all of us are pioneers. If you're doing things according to your own dream, the voice inside, you have to listen to it. The world depends on it even. So our projects needs to be taken out of any drawer and out there into the world. And that's important. And it's not always easy. Some days it's very hard. I mean, maybe you don't get funding, maybe people are not coming, but whoever come, whatever you do, don't give it up, Of course, if it's too hard, you can always give up. That's not what I'm saying, but stick to things. Don't give up. And also go out, talk to people. I've created a lot by connecting with people.
Beautiful, right? We learn so much from each other,
yes.
so it helps a
This
lot.
is the thing. Don't do things alone.
I
we do
believe,
together.
yes.
that's
Collaboration
how we
and do together and achieve high things, big dreams. So
Yes.
yes, things
That's
can
how
be
we get
done.
energy.
I agree. Thank you so much for this sharing.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome.
All the best for your bright future and for the successful events. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.